TV Westerns, Fastest Guns. The channel for westerns and more.
That badge is worth about what it weighs. 2 ounces of tin don't bring much to the market these days. That badge, I want to see it lying in the dirt at something.
Following my previous video on the fastest actors with a gun in westerns, today we will take a look at the fastest guns in TV westerns. Some are no surprise, some will be. Please let me know who your favourite is. If you make reference to someone, please also provide links to reference them. Appreciate it. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Let's get into it in no particular order. A couple from Timothy Olyphant to start. Deadwood as Seth Bullock. A lawman turned mercantile entrepreneur, Seth Bullock was one of the principal players in the hit western Deadwood, always avoiding conflict when possible, but always able to finish a fight. His reserved demeanour often meant he was underestimated. When the infamous Wild Bill Hickok came to Deadwood to play cards, his reputation preceded him. He sought the acquaintance of Bullock to mitigate a few disputes in the camp from young guns looking to make a name for themselves. When the time came for the two former lawmen to draw their irons, Bullock fired with such speed that many swore he was Hickok's better. Another from Olyphant, Justified, as Raylan Givens, a popular character from the acclaimed Western author Elmore Leonard. Raylan Givens was the no-nonsense, tough-talking US Marshal on the popular modern Western series Justified, based on the novels Pronto and Riding the Gap. Givens was renowned for not only his expert marksmanship, but his quick ability to draw with a pistol. Givens carried a Sig Sauer P226 when he outdrew Tommy Bucks, who used the allegedly superior and faster drawing Glock 19. He would eventually upgrade to a .45 Glock, shown to be a 9mm Glock 17 on the series, but preferred to carry his customized Colt Officer's ACP-45 handgun on most assignments. Have Gun Will Travel. Paladin, Richard Boone. The star of several Western television series, including playing Raylan Givens in a made-for-TV film, not to be confused with the 1997 film starring James LaGrosse. Richard Boone was best known for playing Paladin in Have Gun Will Travel, about a hired gun with a strong moral code and a conscience. A graduate from the venerated West Point Academy, Paladin became a gun for hire in San Francisco, California, where clients would expect to receive one of his famous chess piece embossed business cards, reading simply, Have Gun Will Travel. He not only had the all-black wardrobe and the sophistication of James Bond, he carried a custom .45 caliber Colt single-action Army Cavalry model revolver with a rifled barrel, with which he was an expert shot. The Rifleman. Chuck Connors as Lucas McCain. Amid the dozens of Western television series throughout the 50s and 60s, The Rifleman stood out thanks to its charming, crack-shot lead Lucas McCain and famous Western actor guest stars like Lee Van Cleef. McCain was nicknamed The Rifleman thanks to his proficiency with his trusty .44 Winchester, with the ring restructured so he could cock it just by giving the trigger a twirl. He could easily fire 8 shots in 5 seconds. The signature 8-shot opening to the series was possible thanks to the screw placed on the trigger guard, which meant that he needed only to recock his rifle to let him fire his 8 shots without ever pulling the trigger itself. The series didn't solely focus on McCain's amazing marksmanship, however. The father-son bond that formed its foundation made it a family-friendly series, despite its violence. Westworld, Evan Rachel Woods as Dolores Abernathy. While the series Westworld strayed from its roots, for the first 2 seasons, the series focused more on its Western components than hard science fiction. Dolores Abernathy was the oldest robotic host in the Westworld theme park. Once she became aware of her origins, her quest to free herself and her fellow hosts unlocked a myriad of abilities. Her status as an AI gave her incredible strength, reflexes, and powers of regeneration. She outdrew fellow hosts, visitors, and people in the real world. Not only was she a lightning-fast shot, but she could heal from any damage taken. She preferred to use a Colt single-action army revolver with a 6.5-inch barrel. Wanted, Dead or Alive, Steve McQueen as Josh Randall. Josh Randall was the original Walker, Texas Ranger. Steve McQueen as the Confederate veteran turned marksman and bounty hunter on Wanted, Dead or Alive accelerated him into the stardom we know him for today. Randall's weapon of choice was a Mars Leg, which is a modified short rifle with a special holster that allows the marksman to blow away bad guys even faster than they could with a pistol. You can see the Mars Leg in all its Freudian glory in the opening sequence of the show. Though McQueen became the first TV star to find stardom for film with hits like The Magnificent Seven, The Great Escape, and Bullet, he did some of his best gunslinging early on. Gunsmoke, James Arness as Marshall Dillon. In terms of sheer amount of gunslinging, Marshall Dillon from Gunsmoke has outslung any other character on this list. Gunsmoke ran for 635 episodes, over 2 decades. Marshall Dillon remains the strongman of television's leading men to this day. Only Kelsey Grammer's Fraser Crane appeared in more television episodes, but that took him 2 shows, Fraser and Cheers. This allowed the character to grow as the series progressed. Dillon grew more hesitant on the quick draw, tiring of violence as time went by. We doubt Raylan Givens, also a US Marshal, will have had a similar evolution, largely because it would be harder to imagine another live-action show lasting this long. Sammy Davis Jr., one of the fastest guns in Hollywood. If you ask the average person who the fastest gun among movie and television stars was, they might reply with an actor best known for westerns, someone like John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, or James Arness. In truth, some of the fastest guns in Hollywood were performers who were not generally associated with westerns. Reportedly, the fastest gun in all of Hollywood was none other than comedian Jerry Lewis. Not far behind him was actor, singer, dancer, and comedian Sammy Davis Jr. Sammy was taught the quick draw by Avo Ojala, a stuntman and marksman who was an expert in the subject. Among other things, Mr. Ojala was the gunfighter who was shot down by Marshal Matt Dillon in the original opening of each episode of Gunsmoke. Over the years, Mr. Ojala would train many stars in the fast draw. As it turns out, Avo Ojala trained Sammy Davis Jr. very well. Reportedly, Mr. Davis could draw a gun between 0.4 and 4.5 of a second. While Sammy Davis Jr. did not appear in very many Western movies, he did get the opportunity to display his fast gun skills on such TV Westerns as Lawman and The Rifleman. He also demonstrated his skill with a gun on various talk shows over the years. Thanks for your time today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel, the link is in the description. Bye for now, see you again soon.
Of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy wrapped up in white.
the channel for westerns and more.